Paddy Ryder, he is a superb exponent of this part of the game. A centre bounce, he's got against Jordan Sweet, slapped it down. Ryder's second effort was really strong. Now Bontempelli tried to crash through. Crozier got boots a ball cleverly.
Fight over it. Meanwhile, Liberatore gets involved. Rourke Smith on that left of his. Wanted Hannon. Scott ran into trouble. Ball spilt. Johannesson fires. Crowd gets up. And they sit down.
Very talented by foot. That one showed a bit of it to Johannesson, and Bailey Dale got through a tackle. He normally uses it really well. Norton came out, and it was the ideal presentation from a forward. Richo, you speak about that a lot, isn't it? That the mark of the round last week too, this man. What's that look like? A bit to the right. It found a way to come back, but you saw the end result.
Works it forward. Bruce gets a few jeers. Waitman terrific last weekend. The one to Norton. Now Liberatore. Long ball going to drop between a couple of dogs. Both courageous. Hunter never took his eyes off the football.
Having no regard for your own safety here, and just did not take his eyes off the ball once there. That is such a courageous mark. He's got a broken hand that he's coming back from. You can see with the glove on there.
Surgery. Missed 9. Back. Little errant. But with Eastonwood a huge annual. Swoops. Gives it to Bailey Dale, who gives it to Treloar, who's been superb this year, to Johannesson, who marks in front of Steele. Treloar continued to run. Handball over the top to Liberatore. Goes through the arc, fires at goal. Dogs get there first.
It's a real Western Bulldogs play. Some good handballs there where they just released teammates into space. Treloar knew exactly what he was doing, drew the St Kilda opponent. Way to beat them because they're so good once they get their hands on it to release players with their hands, the Western Bulldogs.
Smith,
just like that.
Right to McRae. In the end, Bailey Dale has an opportunity. He is deadly.
Look at this here. Bailey Smith wins the ball in close, and then a couple of handballs. Release Dale, who's a beautiful finisher. What a year he is having. A good move putting him back, but that's a really Western Bulldogs type play. 3 handballs. Someone's out, finishes. 10 entries, 7 scores for the Doggies, just inaccurate.
Terrific from Duray, just launched to the football. Goes to Liberatore again, little handball this time. Bailey Dale, still time. Hunter.
High, Bulldogs down here, 50 metres, greater advantage. 50 metres, Lockie Hunter. So it's high contact. How far out, Robbie? Oh, you got it. You take it.
His first set shot. Doesn't make the same mistake twice. Dogs by 11. Sweet against Ryder again. Ryder knocks it to Liberatore, who uses the right boot to hack the ball forward. Wilkie gets high around the neck of Waitman.
Bulldogs. All over his shoulder.
Pretty hard to argue this one.
That's why you play in front.
Stand, 15 gone.
Draw free kicks.
Superb last Saturday night. Neat and tidy here. Dogs get their first. Waitman's first. They lead by 17.
Getting it in the direction of Burns. Jack Steele's hands were a bit hot in the end for Ross. Liberatore wants it. So does Bradley Hill. Look at Libba, got it back to Bond. Jumped through and got a boot to ball and nailed it.
That's Libba. Wins a hard ball. Gives it off to a teammate. Does it so often.
Daniel fight for the one football. Geary ends up winning the battle. Handball pretty good in the end. Ross just finds himself in the Liberatore tackle.
Having a good battle though, those two.
Play on!
That is a pass.
That is unbelievable bullet onto the chest of Bruce from Smith this year. Got the distance. 24 goals fired from set shots.
Well, 3 quick calls to the Dogs, and to make matters worse, Jaron Geary's just come from the field for St Kilda. He looked really frustrated, went straight down to the rooms and pointed to his right bicep.
On the not-prefers, kicked it straight into the back of Dougal Howard. Bradley Hill took on a tackler of Hannon, took on a bit too much. Really,
that was a good switch they got, and Trelaw now going down to the room, Stacey.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that one, Richo.
6 players form the pack, picked off by McNeil, the youngest out there, Sinclair. Had a look at it, missed it. Wide ball slapped to Waitman. Bit of a wait for Bruce.
Arm chop.
Heard the umpire, arm chop. Bruce thought go back and own the moment.
15 gone.
Second kick. Does the same.
For that update, that is good news for the Saints. Geary back out there, little sidestep. It was good from Hannon to Hunter. And out comes Waitman, the leading forward. Goal of the round last week for his effort, kicking it over his head against Port Adelaide. That one was always going to the right. And stepped back inside with a little bit of flair. Took on Norton Crozier and launches high. Gives a bit of support to Cordy. Saints under all sorts of pressure down there. Hannon back again. He's got the handball to Liberatore. He crafts a kick with great vision to Hunter.
Happy to go wide to the captain. Why not? Billings and Bontempelli on the outer side. Billings just moved off it by Bontempelli. Rourke Smith tried to float one over the top, intercepted, came back in his direction. McRae got involved. Now Bontempelli. His kick finds Waitman.
There he is again on the lead, Waitman.
Port 3-2 last week. Kick to the right. Stays right. Norton, I think, over the line. Tries to put it to a dangerous position. Does well. Bartel in trouble. McNeil good. Johannesson darts away. Little kick across the face. Lots of Dogs get to the contest. A couple fight for the same ball. Hunter Clark got to get rid of it. Sort of threw it in the end. The Dogs are ferocious. They're barking. They're up by 37. First match for the year last weekend. Only kicked 6 in his career. He's got a 7th.
Rourke Smith applying the tackle. He was picked up as a rookie in 2015. He's Ryan Burns through the middle of the ground. Good chance coming up here. Butler, there's a one-on-one further afield, but he just didn't sense Johannesson coming.
He came from 30 or 40 metres away then, Johannesson. That was a great chase. Butler had no idea.
Didn't sense it at all, did he? Going to go over the back. Waitman launched at it. Webster defended nicely. And now Jaron Geary, Cody Waitman's forward pressure was perfectly timed, Richo.
That is sensational. Went for the mark and then bounced straight up. That'd go in Bevo's book as well, I reckon, for the tape on Monday.
Daniel's going to be on the end of this. Inside. Dale's already got one from 55. It's a long, long, long bomb. He's got everything.
Looking at this angle, we can see there is a gap between the St Kilda player and the ball at all times. Decision on scoreboard.
7 in a row to the Dogs. McRae, low ball, almost. Waitman, little handball to Liberatore. Hill does the tackling. Bruce fed the handball. Scott on his right boot. Poster.
At half-time, that's a good tackle on Scott. Picked up, though, by Caleb Daniel. Bailey Dale's had an enormous half. Disposal number 19. Norton edged underneath it. Out the back, Bontempelli. Goal. He's got 2.
Those that normally contribute in a big way. Look at this through the middle again. Liberatore. Here's a chance for Norton right on cue. Half of the season.